Hello, it said the connection was too poor, so I did it again. Is it working better now? Yeah, man, I saw your Undertaker joke. I'm not as tall as him, thanks. I love how one person keeps commenting the same comment, like, oh my god, you didn't see it, my cool joke. I saw it, maybe I didn't just comment on it because it was that cool. Is it working now? Better now? Huh. So, what's up? Did you no, man, I don't like watch the Oscars. I don't see what the big deal is. I just watch the movies when it comes out. So story should I tell you guys from Ek Duje Ke Waaste? Okay, I'll tell you something really embarrassing about myself that happened during Ek Duje Ke Waaste. I think it's pretty embarrassing. So before Ek Duje Ke Waaste, I was like obviously working out for 4-5 hours every day, like freaking out that I was going to be on TV, and yeah, I knew that there was that one scene where he takes his shirt off and she's like in the bathroom watching. So, like, I wanted to be in like great shape and stuff. And I was like in pretty good shape and dieting and everything. And then the shooting started, and it hit me like a brick wall. Like, I had no idea things would get that hectic. And I wasn't used to waking up early, and I would just like get home and just like pass out. I was getting no time to work out also. So then we shot that party sequence for 3 days in Mud Island, and I remember we finished somewhere around, like, it was like a night shoot because the whole thing was supposed to be at night. So we finished around somewhere around 7. I got home around 8:30 because Mud is really far, and then I had to be back by 4 or 5 that day, and that day they decided to shoot the shirtless scene. So I kind of freaked out. I was like, what the hell? Like, I haven't eaten, I haven't worked out. It's gonna look like crap because it was really like working out was my thing. Like, I was like really like obsessed about it. So, and this will sound really vain. It is, but it was my first show as a lead, so I wanted to look good at least. Um, and like they were like, no, 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 you have to do it, you have to do it. And the really screwed up thing was like, because of the schedule, we didn't even have to shoot that scene that day. So I stressed out all evening about that. We finished around 12. Then they were tomorrow. The next day, they were going to shoot it tomorrow. So I was like, okay, can I get some time to work out in the morning, and then I'll get some food and stuff. They're like, okay. So I went and work out. I get to work, and I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I've got my meals. I'm barely eating it, like no carbs and stuff. Just eating diet food, and all day I'm waiting. I went to the gym at the SJ also. Got like all pumped up. I was like ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I remember I didn't end up shooting anything that day. Like, I just sat there, and because they were shooting some sumo scene or something, like I just like sat there and came back, and I was like, that was really like. And the third day when I actually went there again, I didn't get to work out. By the time I was just like, yeah, khatam karo shoot. I'm just sick of this, like stressing about this. Let's just shoot it how it looks, and it looked okay. Like it wasn't even like a full, like they didn't like focus on it or anything. So it come out okay. Then the second scene came where he takes his shirt off in the driveway. And again, I remember that day, like, it had been some crazy schedule. Like, we'd been shooting till 3 or 4 in the morning, and I get there first thing in the morning. They're like, oh, yeah, we're shooting that scene where you take your shirt off. Again, I was like, dude, are you guys trying to make me look bad? That, like, like, ये क्या है, मुझे वर्कआउट करने का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा, खाने का टाइम नहीं मिल रहा, और मुझे अपनी बार बार शर्ट उतारनी पड़ रही है. Like, how will it look good? The whole point is to look good. And Tarun was like, dude, you look fine. Like, don't stress about it. It's TV. Like, I mean, you're not supposed to look like a bodybuilder or something. But no, I've worked so hard, and like now I'm not getting time to work out, and आप लोग मुझसे ऐसे shoot करा रहे हो, कैसे लगेगा अगर मैं ऐसे शर्ट उतारूंगा वहाँ पे गंदी सी body भी तो. And they're like, गंदी body नहीं है, why don't you relax? And me and Tarun had this whole argument, and she was like, you know what? I'll just tell them to not write any short scenes. I was like, fine, मैं कौन से यहाँ पे script करने आया हूँ, मत लिखवा scenes, मैं acting करने आया हूँ, some like full on like drama like that, and then I had to shoot the scene. Like, it didn't matter, like, because it was there in the episode. We didn't have a bag, so we had to shoot it. And I went to shoot it, and it just so happened. And at that point, the setup director had left, and Maheshwari sir had come in. So Maheshwari sir was kind of like, like, he didn't like use just getting to know us. So he kind of stayed out of it. Like, he didn't say anything, and I showed up like in a bad mood. It was like hot as hell, and I just lie in the car or anything. And then like obviously I got water thrown on me like 20 times. And then when I took my shirt off, like, usually the screen is not facing you. You don't want to be looking at the screen. But I saw on the screen, like, I took my shirt off and I was like, doesn't look bad, like it looks okay. So I was like to my friends, I was like ठीक लग रहा है. He was like हाँ यार मैं तो यही सोच रहा था कि पता नहीं क्यों पागल हो रहा है, ये तो अच्छा खासा लग रहा है. तो he's like चल अब ऐसे एक एक कर दे. But by that time I'd had a fight with Tarunma, so I was like ठीक है यार, like मैं जाके कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा. And after that they didn't. It was very sweet of them that they never did that, which was okay because honestly for the first 3 months I had no idea what was happening. I had no schedule. I didn't work out for like 3-4 weeks. It was almost a month, which had never happened in the last 10-11 years. And I kind of like got more into like the show, and some days I didn't work out. And okay, so here is the embarrassing part. That by the last 2 months, I mean, I didn't know they were going to be the last 2 months, but by that point, I had kind of figured out a schedule. Like, I could wake up early, and I was eating better, and I was working out properly. And for someone who's used to working out for 4-5 hours, like, it was really a surprise that in 35 minutes, 40 minutes, I was managing to get my whole workout done, be at work on time, and like the diet and everything was actually starting to work. So I was looking in good shape. So I told like Tarunuva by the time we'd chilled, like we were okay. So I remember shooting that boxing scene, and I was like, Tarunuma, shirt tha. She's like, yeah, please. Like, she was always for it. She's like, this is what TRP is, bro. Like, look at all these other shows where all the heroes are taking off. And even Uday used to come and be like, एक मेरा hero है जो shirt उतारने को तैयार नहीं था, बाकी सारे तो shirt उतारने के लिए पागल होते रहते हैं. और like, यार, ये कैसी बात है? But I mean, so at that point I didn't do it. But then one day I remember Uday was there, and I was like, Uday, like, I think we can start writing scenes. Like, I'm in good enough shape. And so that is why the scenes came, and then obviously all that crap happened, and I had to shoot them with a dupe, and then they got replaced. I mean, they got cancelled. So yeah, my whole vanity thing kind of didn't work out too well, but that was kind of embarrassing. Yeah, I had a couple of fights with Tarunma. The other one was where that one scene where, not one scene, the whole episode where they're like reliving their childhood. I wore that green sweatshirt kind of thing, and it was really loose, so I put it on. I was like, "Ye kya hai?" Like, I never made a big fuss about my clothes. Like, if they fit fine, like I was like, I don't care what. A lot of people had a problem with this clothes, like looking like a Pepsi can or something. But I never had a problem. Like, I was like, dude, itni cheezein hai worry karne ke liye, like, I can't be worried about clothes. So I trusted her, and I was pretty okay with her. But that was the one day, I don't know what happened. I didn't like how it was fitting. I was like, "Ye kya? ऐसे कपड़ों में मैं workout करता हूँ." And she was kind of like, when did he start complaining about clothes? So she's like, dude, like, trust me, अच्छा लगेगा, ठीक लगेगा. So we made a big fuss about that, and then it actually did look pretty good on screen. So I felt like a bit of a dumbass. But yeah, me and Tarunma had a couple of fights. But yeah, for the most part, I think we were pretty okay. But this is normal. I think this is pretty normal. Like, you kind of come up to these things because it happens in work, man. But that is that obviously leads to like some weird stuff, man. No, I'm not thinking about getting married. I know there are really silly reasons to we laugh about it now when we talk, like, remember that fight we had, but it matters, like, when it's going on TV. These are the kind of things you have to worry about, like, how's the hair looking. I know Uday like lost his shit once because something like the tag was visible in one scene or something, and he was like, "ये क्या है? तू भी ध्यान रखा कर." Like, I know इनका काम है, but yes, you know, this is not. It can't go on air like this. Like, you're right. So these are small things that doesn't look nice. I mean, looking somebody who's well off or something wouldn't be walking around looking shabby. So that is why you kind of worry about clothes. But otherwise, I left it up to them. It was their call. Whatever was given, I wore it. If something didn't fit well or something, then I told them. And then obviously there was never like they're also concerned that everybody should look nice. So that was never a problem. But these kind of fights happen. What else has happened? Yeah, the award show happened. We got that award. That was really nice. Lions Gold. I was really happy for the Ek Duje Vaste thing. Like, it was a good prize for the whole team. But it was kind of sad also, because I remember the first award show we went to. Like, we were in and out because we came from work and we had work next day. And at that award show, The Behar team was there, and Shaira and Erica came, and they got the award. And they were obviously coming from work, and then they had work, so they were like in a rush. And it was kind of like obviously it was, I was very happy for Ek Duje Ke Vaste that we got an award, but it was also kind of like given the choice between that, like coming from work and going to work, and getting an award when you don't have to go to work the next day, I would have always picked work. Because I don't know. I know a lot of fans, like there were like some issues that Kuch Rang ke fans had with us and our fans had with them, which I never got because we were not even on the same slot and we were on the same channel. So it wasn't like we were competitors or something. But I don't know what issues were there. I used to see some tweets sometimes, but for the most part, I think like we got along, and they even helped us on the "Don't End Ek Duje Ke Vaste" drive, which was very sweet of them. But so I never had a problem with them. But like it was a show that started at the same time. So Shaira and Erika came, sat behind us, got the award, and they were out because they had to shoot the next day, and they were coming from shoot, and that was like, dude, our show could have been that, but it wasn't. So that was why it kind of felt bad on at a certain level. I mean, it didn't feel bad, but it felt kind of like a consolation. कि चलो show बंद हुआ कोई बात नहीं, एक award ही ले लो. Which is not to say that I didn't appreciate. Thank you so much, Lion Gold, and I think all the fans loved it. All the people like who saw it loved it, and it was an award for the team. Like we really. That award I don't think was just for Shravan and Sumo, because the grown-up Shravan and Sumo, because if you just saw them you would kind of get irritated. So I really think that the younger Shravan and Sumo, the story, everything contributed to us getting the award. So I think it was for the whole team, and I'm really glad we got it because the team deserves something for the amount of hard work they put in. I'm not upset. It's okay. It's ho gaya. I did as much as I could. Most of the team did as much as they could, and it got screwed up because of one or two people. So I know a lot of people still want to blame production and the channel and stuff. There are many stories out there, but you believe what you want. I don't have to I can't go up to anybody. But that's what I don't get. Like people are like, oh, like Tarunama, like a lot of people are blaming Tarunama, saying really nasty things to her. And like, oh, you screwed up the show. Like, dude, like, don't give me credit for anything, but give me credit for loving my show. I mean, do you really think I would even talk to a person who screwed up my show? Like, I would be hanging out with them and going partying with them. Do you really think I would do that? I wouldn't talk to that person. I wouldn't even say their name out of any professional setting. Because I mean, yeah, if I'm representing the show, then I have to be professional, so that's different. But on a personal level, I wouldn't talk to them. I wouldn't say their name. I wouldn't acknowledge them. I don't do this whole media ke samne kuch dusra kuch. If it's me personally and I'm not representing Ek Duje Ke Vaste, I'm not, dude. That show was. I don't know. I don't think I have to say how much I love that show. So don't worry. If I'm hanging out with somebody, if I'm talking to somebody, they had nothing to do with the show shutting down. And whatever theories people have, please feel free to believe them if that's what you believe. But don't tell me, because I was there. I know who did what. I know who lied about what. I know what was going on. Not only me, I think most of the team, 99% of the team knows what's happening. And if anybody is paying attention, I think they've picked it up. There's no need to rehash what happened. But yeah, and when people are talking shit about Tarun, I was like, dude, don't. I mean, she really worked hard for it. And if any of my team members are accused unfairly, that is a key term, unfairly accused, I will stand up for them. I will talk about it. I don't care if people want to talk shit about me. We don't have anything to prove. We busted our asses for the show. And yeah, don't unfairly, if somebody's not at fault, I'm not going to listen about anything. If people want to think I'm and this was the other disgusting thing that some people brought, that, oh, he's clearly dating Tarun. I mean, is that how chota your soch is, that I'm standing up for a team member and I'm dating her just because she's a woman? Grow up. I mean, not even grow up. I don't think this has anything to be childish. I think it's just stop. I don't know. I don't think I can even address people like that. I don't understand that kind of thinking. But yeah, if somebody is unfairly accused, if somebody hasn't done anything wrong, if somebody hasn't done anything wrong, I'm going to speak up for them. And there's a corollary of the other side, so which I'm sure most of you are smart enough to get. But yeah, I mean, these kind of things make it weird. Like, I just met Palak, and Palak is looking great. Like, she's lost a lot of weight, and I'm pretty sure she'll get a lead soon because she's not looking like Choti Sumo anymore. I mean, as soon as I walked in, I was like, dude, तुझे क्या हो गया? And she was really happy about it. She was like, अरे मुझे अभी तक किसी ने नहीं कहा, you're the first person. And I think that's what she said. I don't know. But like, I couldn't even make up. I couldn't, when I wrote the post about her, I wanted to include it, but then at the last moment, I was like, if I write this, they'll start talking shit about me and Palak, which is disgusting. But I mean, that is the kind of people that come online, some of them, and so these are the kind of things that you have to start thinking about when making posts, which is strange because there's nothing. It was never. It just like complimenting a friend. I would have said it, but again, I don't care what you think. I know what happened. So whatever you think, again, please, I respect it. You're free to believe whatever happened. I'm not going. I know what happened from my side. The whole team knows what happened. We were actually there, so I'm good. What else has been happening? You guys tell me. What do you want to know? I'm not going to sing. I'm not going to whatever. I don't know. Dance. यार ये कुछ ज़्यादा ही हो जाता है sometimes. Seriously, man. I mean, if never mind. About new projects, hopefully you guys will find out very soon. Again, I've said that 3 or 4 times, but hopefully soon you'll hear something. First breakup. That was the one I talked about when I changed schools. Yeah, I changed schools just for that, and that was actually a good decision because I met most of my best friends are from that school, and it obviously didn't work out because then I changed schools again and I went to Woodstock. So yeah, I mean, that was the first breakup. It seemed like a big deal at the time, but now it's just like a funny memory. I don't speak Punjabi, man. How can I speak something in Punjabi? Yeah, there are a couple of interviews. There are some fan questions that I've answered for Zoom that will be on air. I don't know how much they use. They shot a lot. Like, they were constantly shooting me while I was there. But it was a lot of fun to hang out with them. They were quite excited about the chats and stuff. So yeah, it was fun, and it was a very laid back thing. I didn't expect that to be. I mean, that's not what I remember from my news thing. Yeah, I'm waiting for you guys to hear it too. That'll be fun. EDKB audition story. There's no audition story. I just audition. I mean, the whole script was about the dal. I remember some of the lines were like some of the lines actually came up when he says कि मैं तुम्हारा ये Priya Central Tiffin ही बंद करा दूँगा. And I remember being like Priya Central Tiffin, what the hell is this? Because they don't obviously give you context. It's just like a page of lines and you learn it and you do it. So that was the one. That was the first one I gave where he was like more like तुम क्या पता नहीं मुझे उस जगह से नफरत है जहाँ पे ये बनती है मेरा बस चले तो मैं बंद करा दूंगा. So the lines that came up, that was my first audition. Then the second thing we did was we actually did a mock shoot where obviously like he's like being mad at sumo. I think those two things pretty much said what I was going to do throughout Ek Duje Vaste. There was some fight that we shot, and then one thing I did with Ranjit, where me and Pushkar were just talking. I think it was the scene from the first scene where they're both drinking at the party. So we kind of had a mock shoot for that as well, and we shot that. That was that's how I first met Ranjit and Suvira and her husband and stuff. And Ranjit was telling me how he played some rapist on Pavitra Rishta, and all of his stories, like I was like, so how was your character? He's like, हाँ यार वो मेरा character एक rape करके आ रहा था. I was like, dude, what? And every story would start like that, like वो वहाँ पे rape करके आता तो वहाँ पे. I was like, dude, like the second or third story, I was like, तेरा क्या character ये करता है? Like, that's pretty much what they made me do, which was really surprising because once I saw him act as Pushkar, I was like, couldn't really relate. I think, but yeah, it was kind of funny seeing that. Um, but yeah, man, I gave a lot of auditions, so many auditions in so many different ways. Yeah, Ranjit's smile is killer, dude. But now he's grown out a beard, which he always used to say like he'd never grow because it irritated him. And now I can't grow a beard. Like whenever it goes a bit bigger, it starts getting really itchy and gross, and I'm just like, I need to trim this. Actor's life is, I don't know. I mean, if you think like as I used to think that बड़ा अच्छा काम होता है, बड़ा आसान होता होगा, like just look good and hang out with good-looking women and be done with that. It's not that. It's quite a lot of work that goes into it, but it's fun. I mean, if you enjoy it, nothing like it. I love shooting. I love shooting. I've done a couple of mock shoots. It's been, I mean, I've even enjoyed those. I'm just like, camera lagao or let's do some lines and let's do some scenes. It's so much fun, man. It's like trying to build a new character is also fun. But I think that's what I want from my next project. Is like something new, something different, something where I get to build some new character or something, and just keep working on things. It's fun to like build a new, like be someone else. That's the whole point. I mean, that's why it's called acting. So yeah, hopefully I get to do something new. You know about that scene where he confesses the thing to Ramu Kaka, and this happens quite a lot. This is one of the things that happens when you're acting. Is sometimes like you want a certain emotion, like you want to be a certain level of emotional, and either you're so tired or like when I was new, it was a bit harder that you just can't get it. Like you might be reaching for it, but it just doesn't come in the moment. Or sometimes it just like nahi aaya. Like it happens with the best of actors apparently because that's what I've heard. I can tell you very clearly it happened to me that I remember that one scene which we did to which when we were doing filler episodes, that where Ramnath and Shravan are in the office and he's like मैं अंदर से खत्म हो चुका हूँ, and like the office scene. So that was one day after we'd found out that the show was shutting down, and so we'd added one extra episode. So these scenes had come in written in one day, and we got there. I remember it was just me and Satyajit sir the whole day. Like it was just me and him doing scenes, because we did 3 or 4 scenes, and we ended up. It was me and him, and then me and some like like not regular artists, just like character artists. So we ended up shooting till 2 or 3 in the morning, and I remember one of the early things we were doing in the day. Even Sir never forgets lines. Sir never has any issues with that. But that day, even he was like everybody was a bit sad and off and not feeling good. So even he was a bit like like it's just like never mind, it's just something. And then when we did that scene, what has happened? Is it gone offline? Yeah, and when we shot that Raat ka scene, I wanted to feel something, but I was just so exhausted that it just wasn't coming. I got really pissed off, and the director was super sweet, and Satyajit sir is always ready to do retakes if he needs to. So we shot at least 7-8 times, but I just wasn't happy with what came out. I would have liked to do better. Whereas sometimes what happens is, like in the confession scene, like the final scene, there's that one line like तुम जब चली गई थी ना तो मैं बहुत अकेला हो गया था. I got so goddamn emotional that I was like, dude, I can't like, it wouldn't make sense if you just burst out crying like a child, like in the middle of this. Like, it has to be a bit restrained, and it just came. And because the lines were so great, and I had built it up so much, I was like, dude, I need to do a good job in this. Like, I'm gonna do this. Like, it needs to be good. Like, it's the final scene. Like, people have been waiting for this, so I'm gonna do a good job. I got so amped up by that. By the time I got to that scene, I was just about to start, like, it was just got till here, and that is why I think one of the lines just came out like a whisper, like, हाँ मैं जिंदगी भर अकेला हो जाऊंगा. It just kind of like came completely choked out, and I was like, is the director going to say cut? Because I don't know if anybody heard it, but apparently he liked it, so we just kept going. But I remember that was one of the places where the emotion gets so much that you're like, calm it down, calm it down. This will not go with the scene. So it happens, man. That's part of the scene. Like, sometimes you just have too much, and sometimes you don't have enough. In the confession scene with the Ramnath where he's sitting down, I think it was quite okay. Uh, I I remember when I was reading the scene, I thought this is just going to be like complete like breakdown material. But when I did it, it was a bit more restrained, and it came out okay. I would like, whenever I see old scenes, I want to do them again, because I want to do a better job, because I think I can do a better job. But I think it came out okay. People liked it, so. No, no, I'm not so emotional. Yeah, honestly, this is the job. Like, this is what you're supposed to do. If it was written very clearly that he's supposed to start crying at one point, but if you get into the moment and you're like so hyped up and about some scene, it gets too much from time to time. I can't tell that story. No, भावनाएं बाहर आने की कोई बात नहीं है. It has nothing to do with me personally. As I'd been playing the character for 8 months, so his emotions can be very, very extreme. Uh, yeah. Oh yeah, this reminds me of something about the whole, when people started like, somebody posted the whole fantasy fiction on my Instagram. That was so dumb, dude. Like, seriously, that was so dumb. All these people who, एक तो मेरी जो चैस्टिटी और आप मेरी प्योरिटी बचाना चाहते हैं, प्लीज़ मुझे माफ़ करो. मैं जैसा हूँ, मैं ठीक हूँ. आई डोंट नीड लाइक एनीबडी वाचिंग सेफ गार्डिंग माई पवित्रता और समथिंग. It is strange. Fantasy fiction or fanfic, I don't know what it's called, FF or whatever, is that's okay. Like, keep it to yourself. Don't bring it to me. There's nothing it has to do with me, as long as you keep it to the characters. If you do it to my personal life, I have no patience for that. It's dumb. It's retarded. It makes no sense. It's honestly quite pathetic that people just are so desperate to connect. I mean, it's like when Kabhi Kabhar, I remember, like, somebody's number used to be shown by accident on TV, and that person would start getting calls like, "Hi, can I talk to Shravan?" And okay, first of all, dude, Shravan is not real. I mean, it was never my number. It was usually some poor AD or somebody जिसका गलती से चला जाता था उन्हें. And people are literally calling him like, मुझे श्रवण से बात करनी है. And from Australia, they're getting calls की like, "Hi, can I talk to Shravan? Please let me talk to Shravan." Shravan's not real, bro. Like, he's a character. You can't talk to him. You can talk to Namik, but I would not put my number on thing. I mean, that's one of the basics that you don't do. And it was never. That's why I just blur it. But sometimes it just kind of, I guess, in the haste or something, to go on air. But yeah, like, I watched TV shows. I loved Harry Potter. I watched the Harry Potter movies. I never thought Daniel Radcliffe was Harry Potter. Like, if I meet him, I wouldn't be like, "Oh my God, Harry! Like, show me some magic, yaar." Like, I'll just be like, "Dude, how is it to play Harry Potter?" There's a huge difference, and don't confuse it, because it gets really gross. And yeah, honestly, that I have zero patience for. And people think it's cute to bring it to my attention. It's not. Um, do whatever you want with the character. That is not my intellectual property. Keep my personal life out of it, please. It's not tough. It's a very few people. Most of the people are very, very sweet. These are just things. I haven't talked to you guys in 2 months, so these are things that I'm remembering that happened in the 2 months. So I'm talking about it. As such, I'm not like, it doesn't like really have some huge effect on my life. I just don't get it. And if I have, since it's my life, I would like to tell you that I'm not okay with it. No, obviously, I'm not going to go chasing people down and like whatever. It's usually brought to my attention. That's why I find it weird. And yeah, it's not like I'm that sensitive. Same thing with when I respond to some trolls on Twitter or something. Dude, like, can you imagine? Just think, every day some idiot is messaging you, and you have 20,000 comebacks in your head. Not in an angry way, but in kind of way like, look at this idiot, like, I can say this to this, and I can, like, when you get in an argument and then you don't say it, but later you think about it and you're like, hey Bhagwan, I should have said this, like that would have been such a good comeback. That is all that is. It's just, I have so many comebacks that one day it just comes out at some point on somebody, and it is not because what that person said really affected me, or I was sitting in my room like in a ball crying or something. Honestly, it's just like amusement for myself, and I know I shouldn't do it. I've said it many times that I shouldn't respond, but kabhi kabhi, you can't restrain yourself. It just pops out. But then you realize that how sad that person, like those people actually enjoyed. They're like, oh my god, like मुझे 20 लोग मुझे insult कर रहे हैं Twitter पे, मैं मशहूर हो गया. So then I feel kind of sad. Like, I mean, how sad this person's life must be, that being insulted by like a bunch of people is the highlight of their life. So then you let it go, and that's why I don't do it. That's why I say don't respond to trolls, because I mean, it's just sad, dude. It's sad. I mean, that is so one person actually said, like, I don't, how's it my fault that this person wants to be popular? I mean, popular, like 25 लोग तुझे गाली दे रहे हैं, you think you're popular? If that is your definition of popular, enjoy it. I'm glad I could help. Block I don't do. I mean, they're not worth it. They're not worth the time. I'm telling you, sometimes I just can't hold the comebacks, and I just have like, whatever comeback comes to my head, I type it, and then I go, and then I remember like last time some person was like, शायद हमारा प्यार कम रहेगा. I'm like, नहीं, आपका प्यार कभी कम नहीं होता. I love you guys. It is just sometimes I just like, I have so many comebacks in my head that I'm like, kabhi na kabhi to niklega hi. And I'm usually laughing when I'm doing it. I'm not like angry or, like really messed up over it, or like, oh my god, like, wow, this person is really disrespectful. It's nothing like that. I know it comes with the territory. I know some people will just do it for the sake of it, and mostly it's done for attention. So I let it go, but please don't think that I'm actually taking it too hard or I'm really sad about something. You guys send me so much love that I'm really happy just focusing on that. And I know I haven't been online so much lately, or been able to reply, but hopefully soon I can get back to it and be in touch with you guys. I think just some people mistook my like involvement with you guys as an invitation to start talking about my personal life, which is not appreciated. It was the first time that's happening to me, so it was kind of like, it did take me aback a bit in the beginning. And also it's actually been good to get away from my phone, like not feel the need to suddenly whip out my phone, get something on Snapchat and share it, because I'd done quite a lot of that, and it had become kind of a habit to constantly go online and check what people are saying, share what I'm doing. And I'm not doing anything that great these days. I mean, for me it's great, like I love hanging out with the Hobbs all the time, but I don't want to like just be like, have a camera in my hand when I'm chilling with my dog. I don't get, I hadn't seen him in over a year. When I start working again, I won't see him for a very long time again. So I just want to enjoy my time with my family, with my dog, my time by myself, just reading, watching movies, whatever I'm doing. And that was one of the reasons. I mean, it actually really helped and put things in perspective. So that is why I've been kind of missing, and I know I haven't been very regular in making posts. And honestly, there's nothing much to post about. When there is, trust me, I'll be back. When ek duje ke vaste started, I really wanted to share whatever happens with you guys, which I think I did. And yeah, there was some people mistook it and misunderstood it, but that's okay. I think most of you appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you. So I'll be back to that once work starts again. Don't worry. But right now it's just like, it's very mundane. It's just workout and preparing and stretching and trying to get my posture straight, working on different things. That's all that's happening. So there's not much to show right now. That's the only reason why I've been a bit offline. I mean, not as active, but hopefully soon I'll be back. Yeah, I know how to spin a basketball on my fingers. No, Hobbs lives in Dehradun. I'm in Bombay right now. I mean, I just said it myself. Thanks for telling me what I just said. It was shot in Bombay, in like 1 hour away from my house, but it was set in Delhi. Oh yeah, that was another thing that, no, I won't, see, I don't want to tell you things where when you watch other shows, then you're actually noticing it, because then that kind of spoils the fun of watching a show. I mean, that there is the whole make believe thing. So if I tell you all the techniques we use, it'll just spoil your watching. I notice a lot more things now that I've done that show in movies and stuff. I'm like, अरे इसका हाथ तो यहाँ था, ये कहाँ चला गया, और उस watch with time. These are kind of things you start noticing because you want to notice it in your thing. Like, you want to make sure there are no continuity errors. But yeah, I don't want to tell you some. It'll just ruin your other, when you watch other shows. You'll be like, "Arey, it's maybe you," and you guys were damn good like at picking up mistakes. So I don't think you guys need any more help. I'm gonna watch Badri Dulhania. I loved the first movie, so I'm gonna watch the second one for sure. Dude, I will tell him. I've already told him that, sir, like, I can't wait to watch your next show. I think he's working on a couple of things, so hopefully soon you guys will see it. But yeah, I would love to see whatever he comes up with. I mean, obviously, I would love to work with him again, but that's not my only condition. I liked, dude, I just watched the Dhoni movie which he co-wrote, and I don't know why people didn't like it. I thought it was really well done. I thought Sushant was amazing in it. Yeah, I thought it was a good movie. Like, yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can put in a 2-hour movie, and like, he's the captain of the Indian team. Why would you want to insult him? So it's okay. I mean, everything doesn't have to be hard-hitting, Oscar-winning drama. For what it was, I think it was a great movie, and Sushant really, really, really acted. Like, at some point, I was just like laughing at how good he was in like little mannerism, like that little shoulder thing that Dhoni does. That was very well done. No, I haven't watched La La Land. I haven't watched Lion. I haven't watched Moonlight. I have watched Hidden Figures, which I think I would highly, highly recommend, especially if you're in a mood for like a very well-made movie, very good movie, but also fun and light, and like, it deals with some serious topics, but you'll be smiling and laughing through most of it, and when you come out, like, it'll make you feel really good. So if you want to watch that, I would highly recommend Hidden Figures. Then I watched John Wick 2, which I don't think girls would really enjoy, but if guys want to watch something, then they should watch John Wick 2. Monday I got to go. Yes, yes. If you have work or school, please go. Deadpool teaser was okay. It's 1 year away. I want to watch Logan. I haven't seen Logan yet. That's gotten some amazing. Ghazi Attack also I've heard is good. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen anything. Just I don't know what I've been doing in my life. नहीं मैं चुप हूँ थोड़ा सा. Trailer for Get Out I've seen. I've also read some crazy reviews. Oh, Kapil's on Coffee with Karan today. Who else is there with him? Yeah, now his hair is okay. Achha, just Kapil. Wow, he got his own show. Cool. Tell me how it was. I'll watch it, but yeah, let me know what you guys think. So I think I'll go and eat, and you guys watch Coffee with Karan and PSL and whatever you guys are watching. And thank you for sure. Oh my god, dude, the new Pirates of Caribbean trailer was amazing, and I love the new tone. Not the new tone, what am I saying? The revamped theme that they had in that, it sounded amazing. I can't wait to. It looks like fun again. I think the last one was kind of boring, but this one, if they kind of tone it down, it's a great villain, and he's a great actor. I'm gonna watch it. I think it'll be fun. I need to start watching more movies, man. I've missed so many movies. Alright, I'm gonna go. Thank you for being here. I don't know when I'll do a new chat. I'm not gonna commit to anything. Maybe Insta Live I'll keep doing it, but then you guys complain that you can't record it and see it. But yeah, really, honestly, I'm not gonna just come on and sit and not have anything to say, because right now I can't say anything. So when I do have something to say, I'll be back. I'll try and make more posts. If something is happening, yeah, I'll make a post tomorrow because Sukrit's in town. And thank you for being here. Uh, Thank you for listening to me rant and rave for like I don't know how long. I think it's been an hour and 10 minutes or something, or more. But thank you for being here. Thank you. It was always great talking to you guys. And bye. I'll see you soon.